Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to be getting started on learning some of the features and how to use the Lightspeed classroom management system that's been installed on your Chromebooks and your Chrome boxes. You can get to it on either one. This Lightspeed system is a really handy tool for monitoring what your students are doing on their Chromebooks at pretty much any time during the school day. So just for a quick example, let's say you've given them a task that they need to be completing on Canvas. And as we know, sometimes students aren't necessarily on task. So what this will allow you to do is, even if students are working in various places throughout the room, you from a central location on your device can easily see exactly what they are doing, right down to the details of what's on their screen. And if for some reason they're off task, we'll start learning how you can close those tabs for them and all kinds of other handy features that help keep them where they are supposed to be. But before you can do any of that, you've got to get your Lightspeed class set up. Now, none of the steps are incredibly difficult, but you do have to jump through a couple of hoops before you can really use this software. The first thing that you'll want to do in your screen when you log in for the first time and just use your Google account to log in will look a little bit different because I've already set all mine up. If you have not used this before, you are not going to see any of the things here on the screen, like the class roster won't be down here, and some of these things up at the top and some of the menus might look a little different. But in this video, we're going to show you how to start getting that cleaned up and getting it ready. The first thing you'll want to do is, if this side menu is not already open, we're going to click on this arrow up here near the top left, and it's going to bring up whatever the current class is. Now, yours will probably say a whole lot of stuff like grading period 1, grading period 2, grading period 3, grading period 4, and then a subject title. So start cleaning up those classes and just get it narrowed down to the ones for this year, because you might have some from last year in there as well. Click this little arrow next to the class title. And then again, mine's already been renamed. I'd like to add the years over here on the side. That way I'm just thinking ahead to next year. I'll be able to easily tell what the new ones are and what the old ones are. You may need to scroll down a bit in this menu to get down to where it says Manage. Once you find that, just give it a click, and it's going to pull up a list of everything. You will probably have a whole lot more here than what's applicable for just this year. What you'll want to do, and I'm going to go ahead and click this to show the hidden classes as well, and you'll see there are quite a few extras that have now been added in this list. You'll see some of the old ones that instead of the year, this was just when I experimented with it last year, I put the time period, and we'll get to that in a future video. So I'm going to go back to just the current classes. And what you'll want to do is, when you click on them, you'll be able to see what class roster it has. You'll be able to tell if it's one of the classes that you actually need for this year. If it is not, if it's a past group, you just click on these three dots right over here and then click on Hide. It will not delete the class, so you don't have to worry about that. So if you accidentally hide one, you can get back to it. But if you click on Hide, it will remove that class from the list, and then you can just get it narrowed down and leave the ones that are for this year's group. Hide anything from last year. Some of you might even see classes from up to 2 years ago, just depending on how IT set up your account. But you'll want to go through this list, find the ones for this year's class and leave them. All of the old previous class years, click on those three dots, click on Hide, and then you won't have to worry about those again. And then you can just focus on this year's group. And if by some chance you accidentally hide one, you can just click right up here where it says Current Classes, choose Hidden Classes, and then you can find all of the ones that have been hidden previously. You can see my full list. These are all ones that have been hidden. And if you find the one that you still need, let's say I needed this Conduct 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. set, you can click on those three dots, click on Show, and then it will put that class back into the active rotation. So hopefully that will help get you started a little bit on cleaning up the class list. And you can check out some of the other videos that are going to be posted to help learn some of the other features and see how to get your class schedule set up.